Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for another sequel announcement.
Of course it is.
They're going to do another Labyrinth movie.
Well, I guess the plus side is at least it's not a reboot.
That is true. So this just dropped today. There's a lot of Henson news, and we thought we'd cover it because we love Henson.
We do.
We love Labyrinth. You in particular love Labyrinth.
Right.
He loves it.
Make sure we clarify it's Henson, not Hanson.
Yeah, nobody likes Henson.
Well, some people like Hanson. I'm just saying. I'm correcting. Some people know it's Henson, not Hanson.
Yeah. Now watch them listen to our show and be very, very salty.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like him. You did.
Hanson joke. Anyway. So this is coming from Deadline. We had a couple people on Twitter tag us in. Yes, we saw it. Yeah, got feelings about it. And I'll tell you the truth, if it wasn't for the fact that Dark Crystal turned out so damn good, I would be very concerned about this. Since
they're letting Henson's run with it, and they're kind of doing this, I feel better about it.
Yes, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about Fraggle Rock news, all of it dropping on the same day, and then we're going to talk about why Disney should just sell the Muppets back to the Hensons and be done with it.
Right.
Because they don't know what the hell they're doing with them. So coming from Deadline, Scott Derrickson set to direct Labyrinth sequel for TriStar Pictures. I didn't even know TriStar was still a thing.
I didn't either, actually.
Maggie Levine to write script. Scott Derrickson, who passed on reprising as director for Doctor Strange 2. Creative differences.
But you get that a lot with Disney, creative differences.
Creative differences. Over creative differences has found a new fancy franchise to take on. He has been set by TriStar Pictures to direct the sequel to Labyrinth. Maggie Levin, who wrote and directed Into the Dark and My Valentine for Hulu, will write the script. I
don't really know who that is, now I'm afraid. Anyway.
So we're talking about the 86 original starring David Bowie, R.I.P., and Jennifer Connelly, who is still pretty active. She's kind of, I think, people have gotten a renewed interest in Jennifer Connelly. She turned up, obviously, in Battle Angel.
Right.
And she's on, was it Snowpiercer?
Snowpiercer, yeah.
Which, I don't know, something about a train, super train, I don't know. And has maintained a cult status for over 3 decades, leading to tie-in novels and comic books. I want to talk about that. Video games, screenings, and Fan Masquerade Ball. Annual Fan
That's
Masquerade
cool.
Ball.
And our kids watch it. Our kids watch it all the time. They love it. They watch it. You'll find out. You'll hear them watching it again every so often.
They love it. That's how they were introduced to David Bowie. Actually, was through Labyrinth. Lisa Henson's producing. Brian Henson is executive producing. Derrickson is executive producing with his collaborator. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't surprise me because we were even saying Squid King and I watched Age of Resistance, Dark Crystal, which he loves. Freaking loves it. And he was like, how long until they go back to Labyrinth?
Well, they've been trying this with Labyrinth for a while because I remember when they had like was it like Tokyo Pop? Was it Tokyo Pop? I can't remember.
Tokyo Pop did a manga, and Archaea actually has done.
And I have this book sitting over here, and I was starting to read it. I didn't get very far in it because I don't have time, but I have this book, and I had the first issue of the manga, which I need to get the rest of the manga. Yeah,
the Tokyo Pop manga was actually, I'm trying to remember, I think it was fairly popular, but that's one thing I will praise Boom, which is, they own Archaea Studios. Their Henson books are very, very good. I've been reading the Dark Crystal books, and they're very, very good.
It's like almost like they care about the property.
It's almost as if they care, yeah.
What a concept!
But the art in most of these books is absolutely stunning. It's very, 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 very pretty, and there's a lot of backstory that they actually, at least with Dark Crystal, they pulled from for the series. Like Agra's origins and all that was actually pretty cool. Anyway, there's a lot of extra Labyrinth lore that they could pull from, like they did.
Or are they going to pull Disney and be like, none of it exists anymore because we're going to redo it all?
I don't know. That's a possibility.
I hope they don't.
So I don't know. I guess the biggest concern I have is there's no David Bowie.
Well, there's nothing they can really do about that. I think it'd be worse to like CGI David Bowie in.
That would be horrendous.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. No.
Oh my God, they could get who could they get to play David Bowie?
Nobody, because he can't. No one else can be David Bowie.
A David Bowie mask on.
No, it's not going to work.
They'll get was it Taron Egerton from the Elton John movie, and they'll just be like, yeah, close enough. Elton John, David Bowie. David Bowie.
David Bowie. No, that he would be David Bowie.
He'd be David Bowie. That is was Avril Lavigne.
I was saying, what are you doing, channeling Avril Lavigne? I
am channeling Avril Lavigne. So
she called it Bowie.
Bowie.
That's right. She said David Bowie.
David Bowie. Yeah, David Boo. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn because Age of Resistance was actually pretty good. I expected Geeky to get a little more excited about this. I don't know. Cautiously optimistic.
Okay, here's my thing. I would love to see more Labyrinth. I'm afraid what they'll do to Labyrinth because they've kind of ruined most everything else that I wanted to see more of that they ruined, and I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
I love Labyrinth. Like, I love Labyrinth so much. It's one of my favorites. I remember reading the 17 magazine that had Jennifer Connelly in it. They were talking about this upcoming movie called Labyrinth, and I wanted to go see it so bad. And the first time I got to see it was we had a Girl Scout sleepover at the one leader's house, and we rented Space Camp, which I still love to this day.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck, which that was a bad choice for a bunch of kids, and Labyrinth. And
Howard.
I remember the leaders getting all like, "Oh my God, David Bowie," and I was like, "Why?" I still don't. I mean, but
tight pants.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, because I was like what, like 10 or 11. I just didn't get why they were getting so excited. Why these women were getting so excited about David Bowie.
He plays with his balls.
He does
throughout the entire duration of the movie. Yeah.
But I would love to see more Labyrinth and have Labyrinth done correctly. And I hope that because of who's behind it, that it'll be respected and done correctly.
Yeah.
I'm also damn terrified of what they're going to do to it because every time I get my hopes up, they get dashed.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way it is to be a fan now, especially with any classic property. Anytime they announce a sequel or a reboot or whatever, it's like, oh God, this is going to be garbage.
Well, what are they going to do? It's going to be like Sarah now is no longer white, and her wife are there with their adopted son, and they're trying to figure out what's going on because he's going to kidnap the new kid. I'm just saying, I'm terrified. And if you don't like what they do with it, if they make some bad choices that are bad, and you don't like it, you'll automatically be called names.
I know what they'll do. They'll pull Luke Skywalker, and Sarah will become the Goblin Queen.
Oh, you know what? I could see them doing that.
Or
it'd be the baby, because he had the baby so long. What was her brother's name?
Toby. Yeah, Toby. It was Toby Froud. It was actually Brian Froud's son. But I heard, I guess that was a plot of one of the comics, was Toby was being groomed to be the...
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know. I want to be excited about it. I'm also tired and I've been through a lot today. So I'm a little bit to begin with. But I'm so afraid to be. I get so excited and then I hear more about something and then it's like, well, there went all the wind out of my sails.
We don't want the wind to be taken out of your sails. So let's talk about the Fraggle Rock.
I do love Fraggle Rock.
So the 80s...
Down to Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, 80s kids, man, we had it good when it came to Henson.
We had it good. We came to a lot of things. Everybody keeps trying to recreate it and they can't do it.
But Muppets and Fraggle Rock, and I begged and begged and begged for my parents to get HBO just to be able to watch Fraggle Rock because I love Fraggle Rock so much. I saw a couple times they'd have the free preview weekends, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this show. It's like the Muppets, but it's not.
I got to watch it all the time.
Yeah, so I did watch it I watched all of it when it was on TNT. They had it.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I used to watch it the whole way through, and I love Fraggle Rock. So they're doing these little shorts on Apple TV.
Yeah, they were doing the shorts, but now you said it's going beyond. I knew about the Apple TV shorts, and now it's going beyond that, you said.
Supposedly, yeah. Supposedly they're going to be rebooting or doing a sequel or something to Fraggle Rock.
We need to check those shorts, because are they... I hadn't seen any. I haven't had time to see any. Are they like Fraggle Rock, or are they like... Now Fraggle Rock trying to be Fraggle Rock.
No.
When they can't understand what Fraggle Rock was to replicate it. So they change it and tell everybody else who liked it there's something wrong with them because they don't understand that their take on Fraggle Rock.
It's sufficiently Fraggle Rock-ish.
Okay.
I've seen parts of them. But yeah, Apple TV Plus. Remember that? Everybody forgot about that. Apple had their own streaming service. They got all 100 episodes of live action puppet show originally owned by HBO. That's surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised. When I heard about this, remember I said to you, I was surprised that Apple TV had it because it was, we talked about that when I heard about the shorts.
Yeah, it was a big thing for HBO, and I'm like, why is it on Apple and not on HBO Max? Yeah. That's kind of a missed opportunity, but anyway, so Apple's already funded a short set of Fraggle Rock on shorts and is now taking the relationship further. In addition to the back catalog of Fraggle Rock, Apple is ordering a season reboot of the show with full-length episodes.
This is beyond the little shorts they had.
Yeah, they're actually... Okay. So now, are we talking reboot, or are we talking an additional season? The Fraggles would be getting pretty old, but we don't know how long...
They're ordering a season reboot.
Yeah, season reboot.
So that's what they're saying.
I don't know if it's additional episodes.
Or you mean like a reboot of the shorts? Or because it sounds like they're ordering a season reboot of the show. So it sounds like they're ordering a season, but it's going to reboot the damn show, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that could be concerning.
Yes, it can be concerning.
So Vulture talked about, I'm not paying, they've got a paywall, I'm not paying Vulture because they're garbage. But they said the newly acquired Fraggle Rock episodes will start streaming on Apple TV Plus as soon as this week. That would be the, HBO's show, and we're awaiting an official announcement from the company on the news. Bloomberg reported that Apple is buying a back catalog of content to support its previously all original streaming service.
Yeah, because that didn't work out very well for them.
I'm just very surprised HBO didn't keep the rights. So, I don't know. The one thing I'm hoping for someday, if Disney gets cash-strapped enough, is I hope they sell the Muppets back to the Hensons.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Don't they have a Muppet show coming to Disney Plus now? That wasn't this? It was a different one?
I don't know. They don't know what they're doing with the Muppets. I'm pretty sure they announced
there was another Muppet show coming, but I just didn't pay attention to it because I wasn't going to give it press because I want them to stop messing up the Muppets.
The Muppets, Disney has handled the Muppets very, very badly. They had that first movie, which was actually pretty good. And after that, it's just been trash. They did the Muppet, Office type parody.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
30 Rock Muppet parody, whatever. And that was kind of in. Frank Oz wasn't real happy about it. And it just, they can't get it right. So then we heard that Josh Gad was going to do it. And I'm like, Josh Gad, he probably gets it. And then they canceled it before they even launched Disney Plus.
Then Josh Gad went on, I think, to do another show where he's doing something with LeFou and Gaston now.
It's almost like Disney's trying to put the Muppets in the
in the closet,
in the storage bin,
in the corner.
Nobody
puts Muppets in the corner.
Nobody puts Miss Piggy in the corner.
Well, she'll tell you that.
Yeah, she'll tell you that. But yeah, they don't know what to do with them. So they're like, yeah, it's this thing we own. I mean, look at how they're treated in the parks. They opened Sam Eagle got a restaurant. Mm-hmm. But they took down the Great Moments Muppet History.
Great Moments of History was actually pretty good.
That was actually really good. And that was probably the best use of the Muppets in the park since.
Because they have the Muppet Theater at Hollywood. I think they're I'm hearing they're gonna do some renovations to the theater because that theater definitely needs renovations.
Oh yeah,
and it needs an update so bad.
We're talking 30 years of the same movie.
Maybe they aren't. Maybe because I wrote an article saying they needed an update. I can't remember. I mean, it could be that I just wrote an article, wishful thinking, saying it needed an update.
It needs an update.
Right now, guys, trust me, I'm doing my best to stay standing today. So
well, they'll just knock it down, put more Star Wars there.
Yeah, they're not allowed to. They were going to do that, but they told them, no, you have to make one of the Galaxy's Edge because KK said so.
KK, you gotta do what KK says. She's the boss lady. So, I don't know. I'd like to see Henson get a hold of the Muppets. Cautiously optimistic. I think getting the director from Doctor Strange is a good thing.
It's a good choice. I think he could probably pull it off.
But no David Bowie. It's going to be a deal breaker.
There's not much they can do about the lack of David Bowie. As long as it's a sequel, not a reboot. I have a little more hope. So they start rebooting the hell out of everything that pisses me off because then they just step over. We're going to do what you already did that was already perfect, and we're going to make it more perfecter.
More perfecter?
By more perfecter, we're going to change everything about it and then tell you that there's something wrong with you as a person if you don't agree with every more perfecter choice we make.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. They announced a lot of things that never happen, but I'm just really...
I'm hoping this one happens, but I'm hoping it happens... I'm hoping it happens, but then I'm also terrified it's going to happen. So,
Yeah, cautious. Very, very cautious. So, go wrap it up?
Yep.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.